Now I'm excited for Earthshaker. Earthshaker is a different 4 position, right? Like, Tiny and stuff, they just want to kind of punch you and dominate you in lane. I'll be curious to see, because so far, he has gone Stout Shield, Orb of Venom. I know that's not an Earthshaker build, but some Earthshakers prefer Stout Shield and, like, 4 mangoes in lane. Others prefer boots.
Depends if you're going to trade in lane. I don't think...
Yeah, you can't really versus
yeah.
either of these lanes. I don't actually.
Yeah, you can't really trade.
You're just going to get
heroes.
boots and you're going to roam. That means they will need a last pick hero for
Whisper.
Yep, for Whisper.
Unless Whisper, I've seen Whisper
He could
go
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker.
Yeah,
I've seen him
played it.
Earthshaker too, and that's a possibility. Just gives them a little bit more flexibility here with what they want to do.
And I like it because you have a bunch of abilities now. You have the AA, obviously, IO Gyro. You know they're TPing. You can set up the Earthshaker, one of the best at setting up for the IO Gyro TP in or TP back. And they go Lesh. They just don't want to get pushed down early, and it's a good lane dominator.
So now it's the question for paiN Gaming: do they think that that's an Earthshaker 4 or 3?
That's a good call. And the real question is paiN Gaming going to actually do the exact same lineup and pick Invoker last?
I don't know.
Because
Wouldn't
that
be
was
bad here.
I don't know. It's not terrible.
It's good. You can dispel Ember Spirit's Flame Guard. The mana burn against Raid King always feels good.
Yep. All right. I think they really are. They're just going to have the exact same lineup they had last series. Let's see.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Of
Yeah.
truth.
Shh. We'll wait.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Yeah, Rob's got you on the drum
that's
roll.
That's not a drum roll. That's
a
nope. Never mind. Shut it down. All right.
I'm committed to this. I was committed to the silence.
I know I was ready, but I'm giggly like a little schoolboy. I can't keep it together.
I think Invoker. I mean, you are just going to round up the lineup. You want to wait, were we actually going? I thought we already broke the silence.
Well,
I thought the silence had been broke. I don't know. I think Invoker, you just round up. You already won a 20-minute game with it. What other heroes are going to be good? I think Puck as well as Queen of paiN can be good. Like Quap, because you can semi-carry, and then Gyro's not solo core, but I still think overall it is just a very good Invoker game.
Yeah, some other like mid-core, I guess.
All right, if there's a moment to pick Pudge, it is
This
now.
is the
For
moment.
Infamous Gaming, let's go Pudge.
Adriana Pudge.
No, he
Let's
said
go.
Infamous.
No.
Oh,
for
Infamous.
Infamous.
Sorry. I'd love to see Chris Luck play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not
no.
happening, but Stinger position 5 Pudge.
Oh God. Okay, that'd be yeah. That's one of those definitely like I'll play support instant click Pudge. All right, let's go. Well, can you buy a ward? Nah, I'm good. I got boots. You're cool. You got it, dog. You got it, Crystal Maiden. Yeah, they are taking their time. I mean, this is it. You win this game, you're in grand finals. You lose this game, you have to play an extra BO3. Another chance to get eliminated before the grand finals. Doesn't feel good.
Nope.
And honestly, Thunder Predator, they looked bad today, but the first 2 days they looked amazing. You don't want to go down there in an elimination series against them. Obviously, Ego Boys is still there, but they've looked very rough.
Yeah, it was a rough first series for them.
Oh, I was wondering if they were gonna go Lena.
Were you?
Yeah, I was
Should've
actually.
mentioned it.
I know. You guys are so mean if I say something wrong. You're just like, oh, you're such a dumbass, Moxie. Just like, oh.
Do we do that?
Don't worry,
so.
Moxie.
I do that all the time. Don't worry about it.
I don't. I like hearing stuff.
I hate you, Grant.
What?
What?
I'm the one who just said I literally haven't insulted you and I like hearing your opinions, and you say you hate me instead of Dakota, who said, I would love to insult you.
I didn't say that. I said I love to just make random hero calls. Like, what do you think?
Guys, mayhem aboard the space station. We're all going to kill each other.
Except me. I'm at peace.
Grant's just going to go over to that escape pod that needs some repairing and just sit there quietly. Listen to some music.
The American crew shows up and we're all like half beaten and bloody.
Don't come in.
What about this one, Moxie?
Whisper.
Were you thinking
I was
about
not thinking
that?
this one at all. No, I will admit to that.
I was
for
thinking
sure.
this one. No, I do like it, right? You get the pick off. It's very good versus IO Gyro. You can pick one of them, pull them away from each other. Obviously, Spirit Breaker's decent versus Bat Rider, but Spirit Breaker's decent versus pretty much every hero in Dota right now.
But Bat Rider is really good against Spirit Breaker because he can just use Flame Break and stop the charge as well.
True.
Also, you have an Earthshaker, so this might not be the greatest Spirit Breaker game.
This would be the one time to make it look balanced. We'll see. I don't know. I'm looking at these lineups. It's hard to root against, not hard to root, but it's hard to not see paiN losing this. You have IO Gyro, you have a Spirit Breaker Darkseer, you have very good lanes. Even the Lena middle against Ember isn't the worst. But you have an AA versus IO Gyro. This AA is on point. You never know what can happen. So I will say I favor paiN, but about 57-43.
It's a good number.
Very specific number. What about the rest of you guys on the couch?
I favor paiN, and it's looking like more 60-40 here for me.
I'm going to raise that number a little bit higher. 63.5, I'd say.
Oh,
Wow.
are we going Price is Right rules?
To what?
Or?
The
63.5 to
36.5.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So we're all paying paiN. Moxie, you feeling the same way, or are you liking Infamous?
I'm liking Infamous.
Okay.
I'm liking Infamous.
Any certain reason? Just you like the team fight? Or?
I like Schofield here. I
Okay.
think Schofield's Earthshaker is going to make some sick plays, and we've seen what Hector can do with the Wraith King.
We have. I mean, it's probably his favorite, if not his best hero as well. He loves playing that hero, and you can flash farm whether you don't have a cleave or anything. You pop those skeletons off cooldown. You're farming the jungle pretty damn easy.
It's going to be another long game. I'm seeing two teams with lots of sustain and healing power. They both have formidable high ground defense as well. You got one side with the pointy-headed Darkseer, and you got the other side with Earthshaker. So there's always scary ults that can kind of make it hard to close. And that seems to be the theme of these qualifiers. Teams not being able to close, not being able to get to third base.
Yep. Oh, and I'm hearing from the space station that you two need to get the hell out of here. So I'm sorry, but
I got to go.
apologies.
Press the button.
Eject button.
Oh no, you forgot your helmet.
No!
I'm just kidding. All right.
Oh, he's not coming back.
This is going to be a good one. This should be a good game. I think these are the most even of the drafts we've seen so far. There's no just surprise Arc Warden popping out, but it's going to be tough.
Look at these two boys down here. They're just high-fiving, having a good time. Playing some Dota, too. I like it. I like it. Where's the high fives coming out here in paiN? 444.
Did you know have you gotten that achievement, the 500
The 500?
high
No, I
fives?
have not.
I did it in 2 games. Me and someone just
Did
went
you just
bottom. We just
non-stop?
spammed. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
funny.
you can bind it, and I just I spammed it off like Q or something. So whenever I casted Q, it was, I don't know, it's pretty funny. But I got it. That's what counts. The achievement points, and unfortunately they don't get it because it's a private lobby. So sorry, guys, you'll have to do it sometime else.
Well, you know what? They're still having a good time. They're
They
enjoying
are.
themselves. Did you just hit a thing on the thing, or did I hit a thing on
No,
the
it
thing?
was
Oh,
me.
no, it was maybe that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it is. So Spearbreaker does
Nouns.
Stout Chiller event. And what did the Earthshaker go? Let's see. Did he do the boots? Like crazy. There he is.
Where's the Shaker
yeah,
at?
he does.
He got the booties.
Well, I was looking at the top, and I'm like, where's Earthshaker? And I forgot he has the new Arcana.
yeah,
Immortal, whatever the hell it
the
is.
icons for like Axe and Earthshaker still throw me off a little bit. I was gonna have to. I mean, the other thing too is that if Io's careful with that tether, he can just zip on out.
Yep. It's
But
going to be tough. Is this going to be a full tri-lane, or is Stinger going to TP bottom? Curious to see. We haven't really seen many tri-lanes in SA. I mean, last game we obviously saw the tri-lane bottom, but it's pretty much been get a kill, TP bottom, do 2-1-2 lanes, which I don't mind. Obviously, it worked last game. The Arc Warden may have been under-leveled, but tons of farm and ended up working out.
a couple teams went and they did the aggro tries, I believe. I think maybe Thunder Predator did, and I think we saw some during the groups more than anything else. Maybe SG.
I think you have to. You're going to look for the first blood on AA, but you're definitely not going to stay there because this bottom lane, Hector will just get beat up. Maybe because he's farming under a tower, I guess you don't put the AA. No, that makes sense. I think they are just going to full tri-lane this
All
so
right.
he can farm under tower.
He seems all right with it.
What's up, dog? He's going to try to body block, but he doesn't get it. Schofield no stun because he had to block the creep wave, so he might just make it out. That is a lot of sticky napalm
That's so
charges,
much
though.
sticky napalm. Oh, that's a good fissure.
He's
Is this going to be first blood? It's looking like the case. Cold feet proc. And still alive. Nope, not for much longer. Stinger gonna get the first blood.
I like how Schofield's like, all right, I'm gonna give the kill to Whisper, and
Yeah,
Stinger's just
Stinger's
like,
like,
I'll take
nah.
it. Oh, thank you. And that's a good kill. He is gonna TP bottom. Okay, I thought he might just straight up tri lane since you're not really doing anything as an AA down here. Because look at the creep wave's gonna get cut by Leeless, and really you're just you're doing
cold
that.
feet into the.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
just be a full kill.
Yep.
Nice, and the crit. Okay,
Oh.
198 bops him on the head.
Somebody prayed to RNGesus this morning.
And then middle lane, the only lane we haven't talked about is Chris Look and 4DR, 6-4 versus 2-1. Yep, Lena should have a good time. It's pretty easy to hit stuns on an Ember. You know he's
Yeah.
going to go for the right click on the range creep. You just stun him. 2 hits, easy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in the skill-based matchup, I believe Adriano is probably favored here, aside from the fact that, it is a Lena versus an Ember. Two fiery people in the middle lane, though.
Yeah. I think, Chris Luck's going to struggle with this one. It's super hard. The range versus the stun. He doesn't even get stun. He actually went 2-0-1. He's just right-clicking without the stun, which that works too.
Schofield making his way around the side, thinking about going for a fissure here. We'll be able to land, try to block it off. Not going to be able to block it off completely, I don't think, but
Nope, he did.
Well,
No,
just
there's
keep
one creep
chasing.
get through. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
got nerfed. He didn't want
No.
to get blocked by a creep.
That's
Right? If you
true.
try
That's
to run
possible.
away and a creep blocks you, you do
This
die.
is a lot of time that they're spending chasing her down here. She's going to be able to turn this. They've got some creep damage. Schofield has the fissure, though, last second.
And Chris Luck gets the slide. That's a big kill. That's nice. It wastes a lot of time, but he did lose a lot of creeps under the tower. But no, it actually didn't kill the low one, so he got lucky.
Yeah.
Nice job. So a good start from Infamous right now. That's what they needed. Stinger. It does feel bad when you're fighting a Spirit Breaker versus AA. I don't know who feels worse, because you can spam Cold Feet, but if you get bashed once by a Spirit Breaker with Orb of Venom, you might just die.
He does have Hector nearby, though, to help be his bodyguard, protect him.
Always nice. So far, it's just a pretty calm game besides that rotation from Earthshaker, which we expected. He tries to get one bottom. He's just going to TP out.
Oh, look, there's 6 stacks. He almost manages to get him. And in the mid lane, actually.
4DR bops him.
4DR.
He got greedy.
kill.
Like, that's the problem. Sometimes, you know, you got the first blood. You should just go heal. Maybe you don't want to do the walk of shame, but unfortunately, now you just die instead.
Well, he had used a salve during all that. So it's not like he wasn't healed up.
That's why he had the bottle on the chicken coming, so he thought he could like get a really greedy last hit, and then he just died instead.
Just
That
gotta
hurts.
be careful here.
Look at this paiN Gaming already up in gold now, even though they're down by 2 kills.
I mean, kills don't matter before
too
the
much.
10-minute mark. Not like they used to.
Let's see. Lila's continuing to pull, and this is the annoying thing. They knew this was gonna happen. That's what happens when you pick Darkseer. Let him pick Darkseer Spirit Breaker.
Indeed. Slick's got to be real careful over here. Elena Scott healed herself back up again using that rune. A little bit of trading back and forth here from Stingers. He's trying to just take these creeps away from the Olacore, and he's going to just TP out. They don't have anything
One
to
bash
cancel
in,
it out.
maybe.
Not even going to make it in time. But this is allowing a lot of space right now for Hector. He's currently
Really?
top of the CS.
Oh, so he was getting low skeletons respawn, but he does have that bottled up regen rune. Almost gets beat down. And yeah, he's gonna go no boots Midas. I love it. This Wraith King's gonna have a 5-minute Midas. Maybe earlier. He has enough in about 2 creeps.
He's had so much space. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, look at that.
Alright, he's taking a ton of damage, but he just flies away. Cuts the creep wave a little. Brings him back. Alright.
Wispy's fine here. Needs to watch out for those spirits, though.
It is the rune. Here we go.
Oh, careful. All right, looks like Stinger, he wants to try to go in with those cold feet. They're thinking about the fissure. Will land the fissure, grab themselves the rune. Now Whisper, everybody else has to run away. They don't want to give out a bunch of these kills here to
Orb's
HFN.
giving
Look
him
how
vision.
low they are. They're sitting so low. Whisper, is he going to be able to make it out? They've already lost Stinger.
That was nice. I loved it. He summoned the orbs to give him vision just so the flat cannon hits would hit. That was nice.
Very nicely done.
Okay. Chris Luck stuck in the jungle as his Lena, already level 6. You're not feeling good. You get stunned, Dragon Slave Laguna, you're probably dying. He has 0 stat items right now. He does have the raindrop on.
Putting the moves on Hector down here a little bit, but just managed to walk out. And he did finish up that Midas around 5 minutes.
That's
5-minute Midas.
yeah, nice. He's level 6. He even skilled his ulti, didn't save the point. Maybe baiting it in. He is.
Yeah,
he's
he
baiting.
is. He's slowing it down. Chris Luck, he could use a little bit of kill experience and some gold here as they'll use that Wraithfire Blast. Try to burn down Lelis. Lelis, he's not going to be able to surge himself out in time.
Yep. And he goes, I just love, I really do love watching early levels of Surge because you're so used to watching someone just run at max speed and then they don't move.
They just saunter away, sashay away.
So that was a nice play. I love it. Wraith King, he just buys it. He just uses his first ulti, right? It's like using a black hole. It's a very long cooldown, but he used it to get a core kill.
It's all about efficiency. There's a charge coming out in the mid lane. No, looks like the Olacore just wants to drop down a ward, and they can see it. They do have a sentry ward on the other side here. Schofield taking some of this lovely experience since his Ember Spirit doesn't really want to be over here. And I hear a charge going bottom.
Uh-oh, 40R middle, though. He's a little bit deep.
Over in the middle
He has
lane.
haste
He
through.
went a little bit too far, perhaps. Can they land anymore? Do they already use the chains? They did. So should be able to run away in time. Laguna Blade comes out, and he's got a Fairy Fire, but they've got to run it. Is he going to be outplayed? No, but there's going to be the Light Strike. All right, he's got another Fairy Fire. Oh, Chris Luck, he was so close. But he's not going to be able to find that final hit here, Schofield. He wants to go, and he's got a fissure up. Can he find it? He's trying to bait maybe a little bit. I don't know.
And that's bad. That's the Ember, right? He goes
That is
0
the
points
Ember.
in Bola, so when he pops the haste rune, he can just run away. And because ADR knew that, that's why he was just baiting. He's like at 200 HP. He's like, I know you don't have your Q. You can't lock me down.
Yeah. Top lane, looks like we've got a kill on Whisper, but they'll be able to take down HFN, and I think you're real happy about that.
Yeah, unfortunately no one gets experience for that on Radiant side, but at least HFN goes down.
Yeah, this time he's not going to be farming.
No, whoa, Stinger, easy there. You might just be dead here.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
looking
you are.
like he is.
Then the bash, of course.
Mm-hmm.
See you later. And already paiN turn it around. Now Hector is having a great time farming, but the problem is the rest of his team's kind of struggling right now. Middle's getting dominated by ADR. Whisper, I mean, he's 23-2 against 38-12. It's gonna have to be the Hector show.
Man, they just chew through those little skeletons.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fast, that Ion Shell.
Oh, what's up, Theo?
What's
Hello. See you.
Where's the high five, though, man? Should have high-fived each other as they went by.
Do you high five a lot in pubs?
No.
Randomly? No, you don't.
No.
I'll throw up
I throw down the
throw-
drums. I like
okay.
throwing out the snake balloons, and I like throwing out the monkeys because the monkeys are really triggering for me because they throw poop at you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they do. They throw poop. So
Nice.
I like to
Haven't
throw
used one.
down monkeys in lane, so
Oh,
that way they throw
top.
poop.
Yeah.
Top lane looks like Whisper.
Chris Luck just gets destroyed. He gets stunned. Laguna Blade obviously being pure damage. Can't do
Oh,
anything.
bottom lane Stinger is going to get jumped on again. There's nothing that Hector can do. He's just going to keep on farming.
Yep.
He's got the Wraithfire Blast, hoping that maybe the tower will take some of that. But he's, oh, look how fast
doesn't
he's just
have
burning
ulti.
down. This is going to be a dead Hector.
This game.
What?
They just lost all 3 lanes. This is a official 3-lane loss now, and that's not good because ADR is level 9.5. Ember is 6.5.
Well, we do get the TP coming down from Chris Luck, and they drop the wall, but
This is actually a slaughter. Holy! I didn't realize it was a full 3-level differential middle.
yeah. Oh, they're just going to run right back in again. Nice fissure, slows them down.
Look who's here. It's the big boy, the phase boots Lena. She is ready to go.
Oh, and they have the ward over on the high ground. They'll find Stinger. They're going to melt this ice cream cone. Nice and easy.
Yeah, this isn't good. They got to get something. When Whisper is level 6, but
They
he doesn't
smoke.
even
They
see
smoke. They're going back in. Laguna Blade's going to be up. Oh, Chris Luck, Light
Bye.
Striker. Hey, Laguna. See you later.
Yeah,
And the
I would.
tips. Oh, baby.
Theo tips 40. He's like, nice play. You
Whisper?
dominated middle.
Whisper? A little dead Bat Rider. Okay, what's happening? They're falling apart.
I don't even know what they can do anymore. Your Earthshaker's level 5 now. Spirit Breaker is about to be level 6. This Lena was level 10 at 9 minutes in with 4 kills.
I don't know how you let them get the Spirit Breaker.
That's rough. They're going
Guards
bottom.
Here. Yeah, Schofield.
Nice stuff.
All right, maybe they can turn this around.
Has an ulti
Be able
on
to
it.
get, oh, but the Light Striker Ray comes out again. They'll slow him down. Theodore should be taken out. No, Lelis trying to run himself out there. We'll be able to make it.
Chris, you can't be coming to these. You are still level 6 with 0 points in Q versus Darkseer. You actually do nothing. You have to farm. I hate saying it, but Ember, you got to go farm somewhere.
This is a poverty Ember.
Yes, this
a
is this
Section
the lowest
8
net worth?
housing Ember.
No, he's
No, he's
beating
not.
his 2 supports. Barely. Earthshaker almost passing him.
Looks like they're grouping up over here. What are they thinking? Oh, just going to pop the shrine, do some farming.
This is rough. Look at the charge. He's not going
Yeah.
to do it, but he gets full vision of everything. He's like, all right, cool, thanks. Has level almost 7 because of the tome on Spirit Breaker. There's just not much. Honestly, Infamous, they don't even have catch anymore because he doesn't have a point in his Q on Ember. So when he rotates, he's just there trying to do damage with no lockdown.
It's going to be the tower going down here in the middle lane.
This is just a slaughtering right now. It's very well played by paiN. They're actually diving bottom again.
Oh, yeah, they are. There's just nothing that this AA can do about this. They just keep jumping after him. They're going to find Schofield. Oh, Schofield does manage to TP himself out, but they'll lose the AA again.
There should be a tower.
And Lena's also hunting over here. She sees Schofield. Oh, she's got a Laguna. She's not even going to need it.
Nope, the phase boots.
Yep.
Plenty of damage. A full Yule's about
Hector?
20. There we go. They need this
They're
kill.
trying to just make something out of this. In comes the IO, though. 444, going to be able to keep her alive. Now, already has used that reload, so not going to be able to take her out. But it doesn't look like, feels like they want to be in this fight as you see Theolacor just run on in. They'll turn around, though, might be able to get a kill over onto the IO. They'd be pretty happy about that. And he almost makes it out with that tethering, but not going to be able to stay alive.
ADR did the thing where he saw 3 heroes. He tried to stun all 3, and like the black hole, you end up missing all of them.
This is, you know, sometimes you miss all the shots you don't take.
You do?
Grant, right?
Exactly. Wait, do you? Don't you just not take a shot?
Because you're not, yeah, that's the point.
Oh, okay. But you're not missing then, right?
You're not missing because you're not taking any.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I knew that quote. I don't know why it
No,
confused me so much.
Oh no, but I'm thinking that this is a dead Wraith King.
I will agree with that one.
Yeah.
This is an absolute slaughter. I know.
All right, Kyle, calm down over there.
What? Is it not a slaughter?
No, Kyle does this thing where he just keeps going off sometimes, where he's just, oh, they don't have a chance. Nope, nope, nope.
Do you want me to lie to you?
No, I don't want you to lie to me, but I also don't want to hear you say it like a billion times. Come up with something new there, friend.
Okay.
See a charge coming out here from Theo Lacoste. We'll just cancel it out. How's HFN doing over here with the IO? He's got the drums online. He's going to have the Maelstrom.
Trying to think of something, Moxie. I really am. It is. They got Whisper. They got a Boots of Travel. This is it. You have to get a kill here, and they should be able to. They got to find someone. Maybe the IO. You're definitely not killing this Gyro. Almost has a full Maelstrom, but you can get this. The problem is you don't have a blink. You're just running uphill Boots of Travel.
Oh, immediately. Look at that. They've got the Sentry Ward down. They know it's there. They just got to get the heck out. Taking up residency down here in the Radiant jungle.
Let's see. Hector, he is still just farming up. He does, once again, as we talked about, have that casual belt of strength. So getting a little damage, little HP regen. Whisper's like, wait, what are you doing? These are my stacks. Why'd you just take them?
It does have the Boots of Travel online. So to be able to just farm up that way. But it's scary, right? Because they have that global presence with the IO, the Gyro, the Spirit Breaker, and usually has an Ion Shell on him to boot. In fact, look at this already. Whisper. There's the immediately. I don't even think that HFN's going to be able to get in here in time for this kill. Although they're certainly trying. Yeah, that's a dead Whisper.
Goodbye. This should be as well. I think you leave the Gyro and go for tier 2. Yeah.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
You have good wards already. You have a Spirit Breaker, and you're winning the warding
Stinger
match.
just, how many times has Stinger died at this point? Oh, Chris Luck, he's out.
6. He's getting the Schofield range now.
Yeah.
Schofield is pushing out top. He doesn't have a blink. Okay, so this is the big one. He does need to get level 8. You want that 4th point in Aftershock since you go 2 in Fisher. He does have enough for the blink, and this is it. You got to get a really big ulti here. And you are versus IO Gyro, so you know they will be grouped up a decent amount. And you end up getting a 4 to 5 man Echo Slam. The game looks a little better because you'll be able to get a tower or 2 off of it.
It's definitely one of those ultimates that can make a big difference. It's like that, Black Hole.
But at this point, it might not matter because there's a full pipe of insight. There's the charge, Sup Hector.
Yep. He's got the reincarnation up at least, but there's going to be the call down. They're going to chase him uphill. They do have the Shrine. Whisper's here. Whisper's taking so much damage, though. He needs to be so careful. In comes an Ice Blast. This could be really, really good for them. They'll be able to land a takedown HFN as they're going to try to chase after this little ball of light. Who's going to hitch a ride along with the Olacore? Whisper's still looking. They're going to charge. They just surf along together. Little jet ski action over here. Yep. Water skiing more likely, right?
Yeah, you got to get this tier 1 tower needs to go down. You might even think of backdooring it.
He's got the Echo Slam. He's got the Blink Dagger.
Nice vision. He plants the ward right away, and Dyer backs out right when they get the vision. Good play by Theo.
Feels like Lelis wants to go back in.
Yeah, this guy's probably not going to die. Got a full pipe as well.
40 hours on the way.
Scary. Your Gyro's going to be alive in 2.
Oh, Stinger, the first one to get spotted out, but they'll follow up with that Blink Dagger. They're going to be able to knock over this Earthshaker. Schofield, he's still in the middle of everyone. He's still alive, though. There's going to be a big Ice Blast, though, coming through, and they managed to take down Adriano. It's looking pretty good right now for Infamous. The rest of them trying to run themselves out, but they will take down Stinger again as Chris Luck snaps up that Arcane Rune and just gets the heck out.
There you go. You're buying some space for this Wraith King. A very it was a weird. They know they're really far ahead on paiN, so they're doing these really aggressive plays, right? Like this Lina just wandered up a hill with 0 vision.
Well, no, she had vision. She had some vision because the rest of the team was over there.
Yeah, I meant they were up top. They had a vision, but right here they didn't know who was below the trees.
Yeah.
And it was very. That's a. I mean, you knew you up a lot of gold, so it is a very cocky play, and they still actually end up winning the fight 2-1. But maybe that 1 kill on Lina is probably worth more than both the supports.
It's possible.
Almost a Radiance now on the Wraith King, and that's going to be good. That's when you're going to have to group up, and it's not that late. He's going to have it about the 18 to 19 minute mark.
Yeah, Hector's been farming out of his mind this entire time. He managed to get that Midas at about 5 minutes. He's going to be getting that Radiance despite the fact that, they have effectively put a bit of a damper on his farming.
4-4 HFN. They're just going to be sticking together. They realize, wait, why are we going to fights? Can't we just farm up and be the ultimate late game team?
Yeah, they're attached at the hip. Best friends forever. Do you think they have friendship bracelets?
Probably not,
Have
unless
you
they
ever
made
had a
them a
friendship
camp.
bracelet?
No, I think someone
Really?
gave me one. I just threw it away.
Wow. All right.
Well, it was poorly made. I made a really nice one for them, and then they made a crappy one for me. I'm like, I see how this is. This is a one-way street.
Wow. So you don't just value the fact that they took the time and effort to make it?
Well, they said, I just made you a really cool one, and then it was literally cardboard. Unpainted cardboard.
What?
Because, you know, the little circular rings you can put around each other, that was the bracelet, which is literal brown cardboard. I'm like, okay.
How old are you?
7.
Huh. All right. Well, Light Striker, they managed to find the Lina over here in the trees. They're going to try to take down Schofield, but Schofield is still alive, not for much longer. Look at that bulldoze just go running in. Oh, that charge just knocked him over.
That's not too bad, honestly, for Infamous there. They bait out the IO gyro combo, so they now know they can kind of split push lanes freely since the IO's ulti down.
Yeah, we got a Radiance online, though, here for Hector.
There you go. The problem is you want to usually group up during this, but
Yeah.
he's probably looking at his team's items, right? He's like, okay, Ember, you almost got a Maelstrom. Maybe when we get that, we can do some Bat Rider. You need that Blink, and he's close. So you get that Blink, you get that Maelstrom on your Bat and Ember respectively, and you got to take a fight then. That's your timing window.
Fair enough, fair enough. They do spot out that there is, oh, nice long-range fissure followed up
Denies
with
the ward.
yeah, all right,
Nice
that's a good
play.
pick-off. That's nice for the side of Infamous. They could definitely use that. It's also kind of interesting to see that HFN, you know, he's farming up a Storm over here, but Hector's not far behind him.
No, he's not. I think that's the problem. They've been coming to too many fights on the IO gyro, while Hector hasn't come to any. And that's a shout out to the other 4 on Infamous because they've done a good job of holding it down while Hector farms.
You can see the line being drawn. They want to go top. They want to take that tower and cut off a little bit more of that space here. They've smoked up over on the side of Infamous. We've got Lasso and Blink up for the Bat Rider. So they could potentially get a pick off, but already you can see everyone's already TPing out. They're like, no one's showing on the map. Something's got to be up.
So 2-4-2 AA build, that Ice Vortex is the best one, especially if you don't know if you're getting levels. You'd rather have the AoE ability than anything. And he's just going to try to get some wards down. I think they pinged it. I think they saw that ward, though.
I'm like terrified for Stinger. He's just died so many times. I like the positioning of Schofield here, though, because they do want to push the tower.
But why is there... Okay, gives a smoke to IO. They see that because a nice ward placed by Stinger. There's the sentry. I was about to say, you knew that ward was there. You saw him place it. They get it. Let's see. What do you do? So they're... What is the IO going? Since he's not going Earn Glimmer Cape. Since Spearbreaker already has an Earn. Okay, a little bit different.
It's still good, keeps you alive, and as long as you're alive, you can usually keep your cores alive. Although they split up the team. What are you doing? Where's your IO?
Stinger, Schofield, he still hasn't used his ulti yet. He hasn't had to. He's had some good initiations with just the Fissure and Aftershock. But I think you want to make it count. That middle tower, maybe that's where you go. It's super low. I think Radiant should try to bring down a couple towers because right now they're just happy farming like 3-4 people in the jungle.
It definitely felt like when they were top, we saw Schofield kind of getting into position, like thinking, all right, if they're going to contest us, then we can try to, you know, get a really good Echo Slam off. But of course, they came around from the other side, and they ended up just backing. Lena's getting close to a BKB, I think. Oh, did she change her mind? No, I clicked the wrong thing. See a charge coming down. Uh-oh. Oh, look at Stinger. He's like, oh no, not again.
See you later, my friend.
Yeah,
But
nice
hey, you
knowing
sacrificed yourself. Toss the ulti. Yeah,
there you go.
It's a very, very
Try.
short cooldown for how good of an ulti is, and he'll be back. It'll be back alive in 10 seconds with the ulti.
Might as well.
What do you
Okay,
do?
middle tower gets denied by Lelis. He's sitting fairly low anyway, so good call.
8K. Yeah, and this is pretty good for paiN now that the game has slowed down. Hector's farming a lot, but you look at the rest of the team, obviously it's the next 3 in net worth are going to be the Dire. Chris Luck, he does finally have the Maelstrom, which means he can farm a decent amount quicker and actually commit stuff to the team fight. He actually does damage now.
I feel like they've got such good mobilization coming out from the side of Infamous, but they're just not finding the fights that they want. And that's shout out to paiN, the fact that they are really just making sure that they're taking these fights on their terms. They're not getting jumped.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Both teams have a ton of mobility too. IO Gyro as well as a Spear Breaker and a Darkseer. It's pretty hard to out-mobilize that.
But it definitely feels like the side of paiN Gaming is more for like pickoffs, the way that they've been running it, versus on the side of Infamous, they really just kind of want to wait for
a big fight.
Yeah. Yep. And Whisper's just going to TP out. He doesn't want anything to do with that.
Okay, they just keep buying time for Hector, who has a BKB now. He's got the BKB, the casual belt of strength. He will be going Assault Kyros next, and honestly, yeah, just keep farming. I mean,
when is go time for him?
I have no clue. He does like farming. Maybe it is the Assault Kyros. Maybe they look to take a crazy smoke fight into Roche. They actually scanned themselves. It could be the Assault Kyros.
Okay.
Because it feels like if you're getting an early BKB, you're probably not wanting to fight with it. You actually just want to use it defensively, which is pretty rare, honestly. But you still don't do enough damage, right? All you have is a Radiance as a damage item.
Got a smoke coming out from the side of paiN Gaming. Looks like Adriano is leading the charge here. Has a haste rune. Has that Yule Scepter as well, so they can start off with the LSA. And it is going to be... Yeah, they see
There's a lot of heroes here, though. Schofield.
Nope, they changed their mind. They're going to jump immediately over onto Schofield. They want to make sure that he's not going to get that Echo Slam off, and indeed he's not. There's going to be the drag back, though, coming out from Whisper, as they're going to be able to hold Alina into place. Big Ice Blast going to get tossed in, but they've got BKBs. They're going to go and use them immediately. This IO is toast, but they'll follow up. In comes Schofield. He's bought back. He wants to be a part of this. Are they going to be able to find anyone, though, is the big question. Schofield, no, he walks through the wall. They're still giving chase over here on the bottom, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch anyone here.
Yeah, looks like it'll just be a 1-for-2 trade and a buyback on Schofield. That one hurts.
Yeah,
he just lost about 1,000 gold or so.
And we still haven't seen an Echo Slam.
We have not. He hasn't had time, and that's the whole thing, right? Because IO Gyro, they never have to commit to fights, so the Echo Slam, it won't be used until they commit.
Oh, because
Gyro. Gonna farm top alone, has a full Aghanims in 200 gold. He's gonna be popping people in the head very shortly.
I mean, he's already popping people in the head, let's be real. Let's be real about that.
DR switches from the Ags to go Blink Dagger first. I like it. More mobility, just pretty much just out team fight him. You don't have the best team fight compared to Infamous with the Echo Slam with the A-Blast, but if you're moving around with BKBs, Yules, and Blinks, they're not gonna be able to catch you.
Oh no, Stinger.
He will get frozen.
Yeah, they even go for the full reload. They go for the reload. Yeah, you can't. It was a nice try, though, you know. Might as well give it a try.
It was. Uh-oh, HFN, send the chicken to where you were. He is. I love it. There it goes. So get it, 5 seconds sooner. That good min-max. And here goes another smoke. All right. Theo actually had 2 of them. Pops 1. They're going to head up top, it seems.
Look at them go.
Will they have vision on this charge? No, because he's smoked. What a play. Whisper, they're going to die.
Whisper, yeah, there's too many people up here. There's no way that Whisper makes it out. And they get themselves bounty runes, too.
It's a very good play. They get all 4 bounty runes on Dire's side, plus that kill. They're still in the 8K. It's been an 8K lead for a while now, so they haven't been growing since Hector's doing a great job farming. He almost has that Assault Kyros now. And I think level 20 Assault Kyros, maybe you just look to take it, like, straight up going to Roche 5-on-5. Yeah. You have the AA, you have the Earthshaker, and you have multiple BKBs. Once Chris Luck gets his, he has it.
Now, is there a time limit on the side of paiN, do you feel?
No, IO Gyro is still, like, the, insanely good. The attack tethered allies target, even though you don't have the Ags anymore, that's still one of the insane. I'm not going to say one of the best. It is very, very good, though. I think they're pretty happy, right? Lina can also go into a physical damage build.
Yeah.
And the problem is, right, Bat, Earthshaker, and AA, they really can't change their builds. You're going to go the same thing pretty much every time on those heroes. But the AA Blast, if you do manage to go late game and get an Ags, does feel pretty good.
Like there is the jump forward over here in the mid lane. They'll go and just vacuum Hector down to the low ground. Just a little bit of flirting. Lina just wants to say hi.
They want to bait out as many TPs as they can, just waste their time so Infamous can't split push the...
Good idea.
Which they're doing.
HFN shows himself in the bottom lane. Oh, Schofield, be real careful, my friend. Big Ice Blast. There's the Echo Slam coming through. They'll follow up. Can they finish to take him out, though? No, they're just going to take him out, keep him home. Look at that combo damage coming out, but not going to be enough. It was a valiant effort.
It was. But unfortunately, HFN, he'll full heal, go bottom. I wonder, the problem is they've already taken the tier 2 bottom. The lane's not even pushed that in, so they won't be able to really get anything out of this. The only other thing is, guess what? Earthshaker uses ulti. They're heading straight to Roche because they just gave out their only Roche fighting ability.
Oh, and they're going to jump after Hector. Lela's chasing him down as that Ion Shell. BKB comes out from Hector, though. We'll throw out a Wraithfire Blast. Doesn't want to be chased any longer. In comes Chris Luck. Throws out those Searing Chains. Lina's just going to get held in place for a little bit.
Yep. Does not care. Straight into Roche, yeah. Oh, that's a tough commitment. The gyro's so farmed. I think you had to save it for a Roche fight like this because now they get it for free. AA should be able to shoot an ulti in, but I don't even think you can steal the Roche. Let's see, maybe.
It's going down so fast. All right, here comes the Ice Blast.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Whisper, he tried to steal it. He's not going to be able to do it in time. BKB gets placed out here. Laguna Blade to the face. And that is a Bat Rider you don't have to worry about. Chris Luck, ooh, yeah, he's got a remnant. He's going to be able to get out.
Barely makes it. Hector back to the old farm. He knew it happened. He's got the Assault Kyros now. This is pretty much when they're online. They're down 10K, but this is probably the strongest that Radiant's going to be once Earthshaker's ulti is back up.
All right. Well, we'll see how that ends up going here. Hector has definitely put in the time for the farming. 19K net worth, 18K over on the Gyrocopter, and then the rest of the core is right behind him from the side of the Dire. So lots riding on these big Wraithy shoulders. I don't know if Wraithy's actually a thing. Is that a thing?
It is now.
It is now.
If you say it, you got to say it. You said it with confidence, then you're good.
And look at this. They see him, too. They see what he's got. They have a nice ward over there blocking out the camp, giving them vision.
Still just going to keep farming up, level 21. IO Gyro, they're just going to keep farming. ADR, he's having a great time too, almost level 20. Will have that Ags. Once you get that peer damage, low cooldown, you just start melting people. Meanwhile, IO gets level 15. Not the craziest talents anymore, obviously. 8 HP regen though, you know.
No, it's nice. It's like, you know, mini heart.
Yeah. A 1.5 heart of Tarask.
Yeah. Exactly. A little sliver cut out from
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Until AA blasts you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then your heart's black.
Your heart's black.
Yes. Oh, well, IO's will be when she can't regen. She is IO.
It. Corporeal.
Okay. Gotcha.
Middle lane. HFN puts out a little bit of damage over here onto Chris Luck. They still have that homing missile attached, but he's safe within the boundaries of his own jungle, so...
Dude, this Wraith King's farming so quick, though. He almost has a full another Shadow Blade after he had that Assault Kyros. I guess maybe they want that so he can run and try to get a pick off.
I feel like that keeps being the thing, though, right?
That's what I thought, yeah. But
like maybe the next item, maybe the next one. And I feel like he's like, gotta get more, gotta carry.
Gotta get 6 slotted before Gyro. The problem is,
team.
Yeah, they're both at a 1,000. He's still 1,000 net worth above.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, level 20. He okay, the cooldown. You see the movement speed almost every time, but I like it. More team fight.
Mm-hmm.
Movement speed is really good, especially since the IO takes your movement speed.
Schofield's got to be so careful here that he doesn't get picked off before fights. Like, they really need him to do this initiation.
Yep. Or I think they're probably looking for a counter initiate now. I don't think Schofield can go in, because if you commit the Echo Slam, don't get a kill, you're in trouble. But if somehow you like BKBs go on paiN, they wear off, and then Schofield pops from nowhere, I think they just, at this point, they might just have to play defensive. They're actually probably waiting for paiN to push. Maybe I don't think there is a time when Infamous is going to look to do stuff. They're actually probably just going to wait for paiN to try something. Because you do have that second life on Wraith King, which is nice, so if they go on him, you always will have that backup.
The old core's going to have a Shadow Blade soon, too, so they're going to have to be carrying detection. This poor AA is literally just poor.
That's the life you live. We'll have the tome. So almost level 2 ulti now. A nice little boost in damage. Lasts another second. Percentage goes up. There's the Shadow Blade on Wraith King.
Oh, they spot out Whisper. They're going to try to burst him down. They're very close to doing it, but should be able to bottle it off.
Yep.
And Hector's all alone. He is in no man's land right now. Got that Assault Kyros online. They're going to try to throw the AA blast, but it's not going to connect over here. And again, he's coming back up with that reincarnation. BKB is going to get used from HFN as he keeps going after Hector, but he does have the BKB up. Schofield on the back end. He just cannot catch a break. Laguna Blade to the face. We'll take him down. And are they going to be able to get it? Do they have it? Is this missile going to do enough damage, Grant?
No,
it's not.
Well, makes it out. Unfortunately, Schofield goes down, though. So.
Yeah, and Chris Luck is still in there. He's got to be so careful. Yeah, they're going to drag him right back in with a vacuum. Light Strike array.
Yep, nice play. Theo Lacoste, he has all 4 sentries. Like, how do they not have detection? Oh, he does. He's just unfortunately dead for him. So they will take this tier 2. IO, okay, they might not be able to push base because IO cannot get there very fast. So they might just get a tier 2 and back out.
Hector's still here. Hector's thinking about it. Hector's being sneaky.
Get a deny. Oh, he misses the deny. Almost has it. Okay. ADR ends up picking up a haster, and again, the bottle, I believe the 4th one I've seen on the Lina now.
And he's going for the Ag Scepter next. Some pure damage. Go through those BKBs.
What's Gyro buying? Is it a Divine? No, it's going to be an MKB. I was like, that's dope, but no. Just buys the Demon Edge, and we'll have a full
keeps
one.
thinking about it. They like to troll me a lot of the times. There were a lot of times where I'd look over at people's inventories and they'd have Divines queued up, and I'd get really excited. And then they're like, stupid Moxie, we wouldn't actually do that. And I'm like, oh, that's so sad. Look at these wards, too. They've placed so many good wards around the map to keep tabs, block camps.
Let's see. All right, Hector, where are you going? You're going for a Silver Edge next? That MKB though, now the Radiance won't do too much. This is gonna be a lot of damage from the Gyro. You got the Aghanims already, you have the BKB, you'll never get locked down. And you even have a nice little buddy behind you.
I like buddies.
Same. There's a game on PlayStation 1 called Team Buddies that was so amazing.
I've never heard of it.
It's like $400 on eBay now. It's like,
wow.
It just wasn't popular, but it was super fun. Good old eBay. You never know. Do you have any of your old games from your childhood? You ever looked them up on eBay?
I haven't looked them up, no.
Okay, Earthbound's like $200 on Super Nintendo. I have 2 copies. I'm ready. I'm ready to stack some cheddar, baby. I see they have a Chrono Trigger here. I'm probably gonna steal it and sell it as well.
Oh, all right. Well, now that you've announced your intentions to do that,
I've already
you might not want to do it.
I've already talked with them.
All right. Well, is it stealing then if you're...
Well,
That's not
only one
stealing.
of them. I'm just gonna split the money with them though.
Oh, okay. As long as they're okay with it. As long as you give them their cut. Yeah. Don't be that guy.
Absolutely. Well, what are we going? Gyro, what's next? Satanic? Okay.
Yeah,
Replace the drums. Hector, he's still going Silver Edge, possibly Basher. He already has the Silver Edge. It is farming.
444 is being so good at his positioning too. He's always trying to just basically stay out of sight, stay just really close by for HFN, so if he needs to reload him out, he can do it.
Yep. The only skill he really needs to watch out for is the A Blast. It barely nicked him on the last fight. As long as the IO or Gyro doesn't get hit by that A Blast, they pretty much just guarantee win a team fight every time. Actually, just both of them can't get hit. Theo. Not too much. Just this is the word. Even though you know you're winning the game, like Theo, he already did his job. This is like the most boring type of stuff. Like post 30 minutes on a spear break, you're just not charging anywhere. You're pretty much just sitting around, dilly-dallying. You know the other team's 5-manning pretty much, and there's no one to get. But here we go. This might be a Schofield. He used it link too. Did they see him?
I don't think so. Wow. The axe gets picked up on Chris Luck. Whisper though, oh Whisper right into the loving arms of pretty much everyone on the side here.
They're just going uphill. Doesn't even have Satanic. Just has the Reaver, but let's go.
Yeah, he's strong. Although these runes, nobody values the runes.
We're going to see Chris Luck's going to go get some, maybe.
I'm sure.
Fortunately, your base is dying, and yeah, he didn't even pick him up.
Just
He jumped away.
Chonked down here. It looks like they might have found Hector. No, they're not going to go in on that. They're going to focus over here on the tower.
Already got it.
Oh, the back line. They're trying to get the jump on Theolicorn. They use Dust. He's looking to just zoom. He's out of here. They're going to go drop the wall. Light Striker rake over on the bad side, but they get the Searing Chains off. And now it looks like we may be losing this this ancient apparition who's trying to hide over in the trees, but is not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, missed the ulti on Gyro again, so just heals all the way up. Even without the Satanic, yeah, you just have the... it's so much life still now. You have Satanic.
Look at the Light Striker. A little cheeky play here coming out from 40R.
This level 20, Iron Shell damage. All right, they're just going to back up, maybe wait for the next Roche.
There's the IO, just dips.
He's going to pipe, so double piping it up on Darkseer.
Smart. They still want this IO, though. Yeah, there's going to be the Remnant thrown out. And Wraith Fire Blast.
Glimmer.
Glimmer coming through right into HFN. BKB is going to have to get used from Chris Luck, and he's still doing so much damage. Hector over here, he can't take this punishment. Does have that reincarnation on the back line. They lose Schofield. There's not going to be an ulti coming out from him anytime soon, as Hector's forced to just TP BKB and get the hell out. Chris Luck had that remnant up. Thank goodness. They're going to try to relocate. They're trying to grab him in time. Not going to be able to do it. Might actually be able to find themselves a kill. There it is. There's the Echo Slam followed up with a nice Ice Blast boot.
But that problem is you didn't get the Gyro. Now I think when IO comes alive, you take Roche, you take the game. But that was they needed that. You got to get that kill. You finally. I don't know how you kill the Gyro now. Let's see. It's gonna be I think Chris Luck's going to need a one more damage item. Hector, he's pretty much 6 slotted once he gets that Abyssal Blade. Needs level 25. The Gyro right now has to get, you have to be AA blasted, have to get Echo slammed, and I think you just have to get your ass beat by Wraith King. It's all on the Wraith King to do enough damage, get a couple of RNG crits.
It's not that basher. Oh dear. Whisper has been found by Theola. Of course, he's going to pinball him back down, and just like that, here's the AA blast that we're talking about. They've got the remnants up. Are they going to be able to take down the Lina? Yes, they are. They'll follow up with a wall and, of course, the call down. There is a Wraith King reincarnation still happening, but you're going to have to go use the BKB. There's so much damage coming out from this gyrocopter. They're still chasing after Chris Luck, too. He's actually dying to his own illusion. Can he get himself out in the time? Looks like they're going to be able to do it. Very, very close, though, coming out from the side of Infamous. They almost lost 2 cores again.
Yep, but instead they turn it around. They get ADR. It buys them a little bit of time. Oh, God. The DD ruin for Gyro.
Oh, baby.
Oh, they're going to look a little too late. It's going to respawn in about 3 here.
They're hanging out.
They are.
They're hanging out. Ooh.
And he'll spawn 1.
There it is. Did he see it?
Nah, he was in the little crevice where you don't see it.
Oh, well, that's good for Infamous.
It is.
Not so great for paiN, but paiN's having a pretty good game.
Well, maybe it is, or they just take a Rax with like the double damage.
They could
but
do
it doesn't
that
look
too.
like Can though. The waves are pushed out besides middle. Top lane you see all the way to tier 2 top.
I think
Bottom lane.
they just really want this Roche. They're hanging out in the vicinity.
I mean, there's no reason not to get it. That's the thing.
What
like
is it? The Chinese team say, like, you know, is the oh, what's going on here? Are they trying to make their way over? Is the win condition true or something like that? And it almost always says that you want to make sure that you have the Aegis, right? If you're going to go high ground, get yourself an Aegis. All right, they scan. They know they're on their way. Can they finish off this Roche in time? Looks like they're going to be able to. Wraithfire Blast, though, will connect over here onto Lelis. As they'll follow up, there's a big Echo Slam followed up with a nice Ice Blast. They're just going to be able to take down Lelis. Schofield will tall, though, during all of this. And now HFN, he's still alive. He's going to get frozen into place as the Wraith King over here pops that BKB, goes right into those back lines, finds the kill over onto the IO Whisper. He's still alive. The Laguna Blade's going to get used, but they'll take down 4DR. And now HFN, he's fighting for his life. Can he stay alive? It's not looking like this is going to work out for him. There's still plenty of heroes, although Theola says, I'm going to try to help you out here, buddy. We'll drop that sentry ward. They're just kiting them left and right. Wraithfire Blast, big crits come out, and that's going to be the Aegis getting popped. Do they have enough to keep going? Can they kill him again? You bet your buttons they will be able to. And another Ice Blast. You ain't got an IO to save you now. Beautiful fight coming out for the side of Infamous.
Yep, Schofield, the only one who died on his team, but he made the biggest play. He trapped out 3 heroes outside with the Fisher, then hits a big boy ulti, so the AA, you know, even Michael Jordan can dunk on a kitty hoop still, and it's nice. I mean, it really is, right? If you have a big setup for AA, it's sometimes tough to get that ulti, but when Earthshaker locks him down for 5 seconds, makes it pretty damn easy. And now they're just going, there's going to be some buybacks.
The buybacks. They don't have the IO for another 15 seconds, though. HFN, be careful, my friend.
Has BKB in 4.
Does have the BKB. He really kind of needs that IO, though, as they're going to have to run themselves out. They've got the Remnant to be able to get Chris Luck out, and the Reincarnation's back up and running. So I think you're happy with that. You forced to buy back out on the Gyro, and you just chill.
Yeah.
Chill, baby.
I'm really surprised that paiN hasn't really punished like these cooldowns. Like Wraith King, they never punished his earlier cooldowns. Now it's 40 cents. You can't. The Earthshaker every time. Look at it, it's already off cooldown in 25 seconds. They've done a really good job on Infamous buying tons of time.
They're gonna have an Abyssal Blade on Hector soon, and that is pretty spooky stuff.
Yep, full Shivas on the Ember Spirit as well, flying out once he gets back to the base. Look at this, the Gyro, guess what? You can only get about a Moon Shard and a Butterfly is about all you can get now. I mean, obviously you can eat nags, but probably will do that.
Since we like percentages so much, a 41% chance for the Radiant to win and a 59% chance right now.
Damn, I'm surprised it's still that much for paiN. Feels like this Wraith King's fight plus the team fight of Schofield. He's only level 16. He still has another point in that ulti soon.
We have some big items that just got picked up, though. Whisper has an Ag Scepter, and our boy Chris Luck has got himself a Shiva's Guard. How much harder is this now? Depending on, I mean, if they get a really good ultimate off on this Batrider, which is definitely a possibility, that could be the end. If they take down HFN, they might actually be able to just waltz into the base. Maybe do something like we saw in game number 2 that paiN did to them.
I love HFN. He knows he doesn't have buyback. He just sells his phase boots and buys an Eagle Slang. He knows, he's like, whatever, I'm just going to be scooting along now. I have no buyback. There's no reason to save money at this point. He will have the butterfly in a couple, about 200 gold, which is nice.
Yeah,
You finally
does.
get that evasion. But Schofield, he
As
is
the
going Shadow Blade.
Abyssal's done. Schofield, didn't he already have one? Did he sell it?
On who?
On Schofield.
No, he's been broke.
I swear, I thought he had it. Oh, maybe I'm thinking Theola Core. Right, Fire
Yeah,
Blast, you don't go up that high ground. You do not go up that high ground with no vision. Butterfly completed now for HFN. It's all in, baby.
We'll see if they want to take a fight. You look at the buybacks. It is HFN is the only one who doesn't. Well, AA as well, but a lot of people just have no. They don't have the gold to buy back
Yeah.
either. The two cores, that's the thing. As long as Chris Luck as well as Hector always have their buyback, they always have this team fight advantage until 5 minutes when Gyro gets his back. So Infamous should try to play as aggressive as they can for the next 5 minutes, which they are. Pushing top.
Yeah. We'll force them to go back home.
Dang, he took the global. So he took the cooldown, and the global cooldown. So they were having a problem with split pushing out lanes. With that talent now, you just pretty much clear a creep wave every time with it. It's super nice. Because it really doesn't do that much in team fights anymore. It's pretty much just for split pushing. Still, here we go. There's something happening here.
All right.
What's up,
All right.
Amber?
They just take a little peek. I'm like, what's going on, guys? Sup? Let's do it again, you know, a little yo-yo action. Shrine is up, though. I don't think you really want to fight around that at this time.
I also like how Chris Luck just broke down the trees so that they could see the ward because they have a gem on Lelis. You know,
That's the little things in life.
Stinger's like, are you serious, dog? It took me so long to get that ward down. How can you do this to me? Please. Okay. They're just gonna sit back. I don't blame them. This is a game 3, 44 minutes in. We are hitting the late game. Ooh, Dusk has popped.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a dead Theola Core. No one's coming to save you, boo-boo.
No buyback. They don't know that, obviously. We do, but they might. They probably want to force the buyback. And
They
once
probably
he
want to
doesn't,
take this bottom tower.
yeah,
You know, maybe.
might as well. I wish they would just go middle. Looks like Schofield's already pushing it in.
Pushing in all the lanes, actually. So they're in pretty good shape here. Global call down. We'll clear up some of this here, but they do have little skelly men, as long as you keep some of those creeps alive going into the base. And it looks like Chris Luck, he's pushing his luck here in top lane. There's going to be the Yules, though, coming out from 4DR. Going to follow up with the Light Striker A, get a couple hits off, probably use the Laguna, but he dodges it. Oh, and look at this little train over here. They'll find a kill over onto Lelis, and HFN now trying to just keep fighting over here onto Hector, but Hector just walks out of that little radiance here. Doesn't seem to worry too much.
Yep, and now shrines are available to be taken. You know, next Roche is going to respawn in about 2 to 5 minutes.
How the tables have turned here.
They
Look at that.
have.
Look at the change.
Are we? Well, what's the Dota buff look, or the Dota plus?
50-50, baby.
50-50, and it's probably much more than that. I mean, if I'm looking at Infamous, it's probably up 70-30 now. The Gyro can't really go anywhere else. Obviously, he can eat the Ags and get one more item, but you're looking here like it's obviously going to be Divine Rapier now. There's no more trolling. He's going to have to eat that Ags and get a Divine eventually if they want to win this. We'll see. They're smoked up. I think they were hoping Radiant might go aggressively.
Chris Luck. Chris Luck immediately going to get initiated on. They've got the Laguna blade, and he's just gone. Chris
Now
Luck,
towards
what
forward.
you doing? They're still chasing over here.
By Stinger, maybe. He's trying.
Maybe. Do we
There's
have a
the
Glimmer
surge.
Cape or anything to help him out? No, he's just going to get chased down. But they have buyback on the Emperor, as we've said before.
Yeah. This is tough. It's tough for both teams because neither team wants. You make the one mistake on your team, you're the reason you don't go to the grand finals right now. So everyone's going to be playing very cautious. There you go. Gyro finally queued up the Aghanim's Blessing. I think paiN probably doesn't want to fight till they honestly get that Divine Rapier now.
Schofield just dips.
Hector farming. What does he want to get? I assume he'll just get he has the Moonshot. He's going to get an Aghanim's Blessing too. I mean, it's very rarely talked about because usually with Wraith Kings you want to win the game during your Radiance timing, but his Aghanims can be absolutely insane.
Which game did we see? Was that yesterday?
It was 1 or 2 days ago.
Infamous Ego?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. They find Whisper. There's going to be the relocate coming in right now. Can they save him in
Nice
time? That's a
gun.
nice fissure. Yules is going to get used, though. Adriano's here. He gets that Light Striker, right? The Laguna Blade. And Whisper is down for the count.
Yep, and here's the big timer. About 5 seconds till Roche may respawn. We'll know. Will it be a quick one, which is good for paiN, or a long one for Infamous? It's a quick one. Not that quick, though. 1 minute. Okay. Full Aghanim Blessing on Gyro now, so he has just the Boots of Travel. And, yep, I believe the next item will be that Rapier, and maybe it'll be up by the time Roche is up. That's scary. At least you have the Abyssal Blade to go through the BKB. Theo's just in there. I love it. He's just in their base. Up, dog.
Yeah, he's just scoping
Hector
it
doesn't
out,
care.
you know.
I'm really surprised he did that, even without, like, I guess they have a Sentry Ward down.
They have a lot of backup over here, too.
Schofield hiding in the trees.
Yes, that's gone. Later, Gator.
Last tier 2 finally down on for both sides.
What do you think? Is it going to come down to one big fight?
Yeah, it could be this next Roche
next
fight, or it could be we might just wait for big items on
Hector?
everyone.
I don't think you want to jump on Hector, right? You want to jump on
That's a
Schofield,
good
though. That
jump.
is, oh, he's just obliterated. And there's the Abyssal Blade that came out, but that the Bulldoze is so stupid. Oh my word, they're gonna try to chase him. Not gonna be able to land that call down over onto Hector. They still have the vision though. It's HFN, he wants this. He's gonna keep charging after him. It's a lot of damage. Are they gonna be able to do? Yeah, they pop that reincarnation. Wraithfire Blast gets thrown out on top of the cold feet. They'll follow up with
Nice
a fissure.
block.
Are they gonna be able to get him though? I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think they're going to just walk away. They're satisfied with this.
Yep.
For now.
And I like this. They scout out the Roche's up on the Dire, so Gyro TP's bottom to push the lane super hard, so they're forced to rotate to it. And guess what? I believe
hey, look at this.
you give that to, yeah, you give the bottle over to your Gyro,
Yeah, you let
and
him.
you go into the Roche pit.
Save it for later.
And that's the AA Blast.
Oh.
Okay, they got to go straight into Roche
Yeah.
now.
Hector, he's looking for a pick-off.
Ulti will be back up
Hector,
again.
Hector, Hector, what you doing? What you doing here, buddy? I hear a jump, though, over onto the back lines. Yeah, they're going to see if they can jump onto Schofield, so he's not going to be able to get that out. Hector, he's trying to run himself away. Does have that reincarnation back up. Schofield, though, they tried to go and dismiss, but they're not going to be able to. This is not looking good, although they managed to go and get that lasso off. They grabbed 2 different heroes, but they don't manage to get a kill off of it. You've lost your Wraith King. Schofield's down. Whisper trying to run himself out. They even go and use the reload on it as well.
There you go.
Woo.
I was like, Infamous is playing really well, but it feels like paiN's just playing very slow. And guess what? They pick up the power and
We need some buybacks.
See you later.
Oh, they just drag him back a little bit. The ping. Come on, bruh.
It's a few last hits missed, but that you can't fight to a double damage Gyro either. There's double buyback.
No, they're gonna have to.
left.
They're trying.
It's the double damage is gone now at least.
They just trying to get him away. They managed to go and hold down onto Lelis here. Follow up with another Wraithfire Blast. Hector, Hector, Hector. Oh, Hector does have the ulti back
Last
up
life.
again, but he's got to be careful. The rest of the team. That's a nice Ice Blast, though, coming through. He's got the BKB. He's got the
Can't heal.
Invisible Blade. Is he going to be able to get the kill on HFN? Yes, they'll find that kill. There's no buyback on this Gyrocopter
What?
as they take down Theola. Chris Lucky's trying. He's looking to go after them, but won't be able to catch anyone else just yet. They use that Vortex, and it looks like Lelis and Adriano are going to be able to get out, as well as the IO.
Yeah, and that hurts because the IO.
And ta-da! Look what's up.
The IO used the cheese when the Gyro was still AA blasted, so literally just
Doesn't
getting
do
hit by the
anything.
AA blast. Honestly, the Gyro will win every fight. The Gyro doesn't get AA blasted, but the last 2 fights he's hit it perfectly every time, and you can't heal. That hero is really squishy on Gyro. Look at that, only 2.6k life at 50 minutes in, versus what, like 1.5k crits of Hector.
Yeah.
It's going to be a refresher. I assume you give it to the Earthshaker, but I might think about saving it for AA.
I would say,
I think they're going to give it to Earthshaker. I like it on the AA, but
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
I just feel like Schofield is just, they're so hard every single fight. They just find him immediately, they take him out. They don't want to deal with that Echo Summon, because we saw how devastating that combo can be. But let's see, who's getting it?
He's picking it up for now.
It's
I
AA
hope so.
for now.
I like that.
I like it. I think that's a smart choice because he's going to want to keep as much distance as possible in these fights, unlike Schofield, who's basically, he's an R kind of now.
I mean, the reason you give it to A is if he misses a blast, you lose the fight. So
Yeah.
now he has
Now he's
2
got 2.
chances to not lose the fight. If you do give it to Schofield, that's obviously like 10 seconds of lockdown, which is very good if you don't get your BKB off. But I think it's just, oh no, he gave it away. It is going to go to Schofield, all right. Which is more of an all-in thing.
Schofield
I
does
like.
have the Shadow Blade, or not the Shadow Blade, I'm lying. He's got the, what do you call it? Oh, the jump forward into the back Whisper. He's got a drag on 2 of these guys. There's going to be a nice Ice Blast comes in, and the Echo Slam on top of it. We get a Laguna Blade used over onto Whisper. It's not going to do enough damage. It's Chris Luck. He's just chasing after this Lina. He wants to take her out. That's a Light Striker right coming out, though. We'll hold him into place as we have all this damage coming out on the back end as they're trying to chase after Schofield here. He does have that refresher, though, and he blinks himself away.
Nice.
Whew.
Yeah, Bat Rider
Hey.
does end up going down right there, but That's no buyback. This
Why
is now
are
a
you
5
leaving
on
that?
4.
Why are you leaving that? Why are you leaving the double damage? Are you baiting? Tell me you're baiting. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think they're scared.
Yeah, he's just gonna snatch it up. No way. No
Tried to
way.
save
Oh, the dust. No.
I don't blame him. It's not like it does anything on Theo. He just if you get that
I think they were
somehow on
holding it
Hector.
for
No, they
Hector.
were.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. It doesn't hurt to give it away to. As long as Gyro doesn't get out on one side, and as long as the Wraith King doesn't get on another side, it's not that big of a deal. Firefly duration. All right. What other level 25s? We saw the Wraith King already took the Wraith Fire Blast. Who else is getting up there? Crystal obviously restore. No crazy ones at all. Well, the Dragon Slave over attack range. Yeah, there's nothing crazy. None of these heroes really have crazy level 25s. I will see he might go for the 30-second relocate cooldown on IO since he isn't going for he doesn't have any damage items on IO. It's pretty useless on him.
That's most likely the case here.
I like it. It takes
Maybe
it down
he's,
30 seconds.
he's just waiting. He's waiting to get that Daedalus. That's pew 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 pew. That's how I like to play it in Turbo, man.
He has 2.6k, but looks like he's getting the Lotus Orb. Radiant scanning there, nervous. So they do push out all the lanes on Dire, which they had to do. Batrider did die back, but they buy enough time, so he doesn't matter. Look at this, 53 minutes. I love how the very first 3 games of this today were 20-minute games. Now we're into our second, almost 60-minute game.
Why did Hector go back for phase boots? They just got delivered off the courier.
I guess he just wants to move around. He knows when he's not like doing anything.
Oh, did he drop them in the pit perhaps for the Aegis?
Maybe.
And then just was recovering them?
He just wants to move around the map. There's no point as a Wraith King to run around with no boots, so you want to move fast, you can switch it in. You have a second life. Global cooldown.
Oh, the dust. Not quite fast enough there, Schofield.
The same thing, right? He sees the rune get picked up in front of him, but he's just a little too slow on the dust. And the chilling touch. I'm surprised he went to chilling touch damage over the Ice Vortex. It's a decent amount of damage, especially with the Earthshaker.
Sometimes you just got to give people the chili fingers. Lincoln's picked up now for Lena. I don't know. I feel like they're as stacked as they're going to be, except for maybe a moon shard on this gyrocopter.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the boots of travel for a rapier eventually, which he's at 5.3k. I think that, does he go Moonshard? We'll see. If he buys it right now, then they're just going to wait it out. But if he buys...
Lotus Orb?
Is he going Moon?
What we doing?
Nope. We're chilling. He's thinking, too. He's like, Moonshard or Rapier? He goes, Lincolns.
Load.
Okay. Okay.
Lincoln's rather.
Lincolns. I guess for the Abyssal Blade, when you're BKB'd, nothing else goes through. I guess it's Batrider and Abyssal Blade. So if they want to get him through that BKB, they got to chain some nice spells together.
Yeah, this Ags is pretty bonkers on Whisper.
Yeah.
He's been making plays now.
Nice. And he almost has an Aeon Disc as well. We don't see much of that item anymore. All right. Both teams, they're just going to, you see Infamous playing aggressively. Dire, they're just going to have to defend the base. They've got that gyro. It is hard to push uphill versus them if everyone's alive.
Well, they don't have the Spirit Breaker right now. If they could maybe get a pick off on him, perhaps.
He's looking for a pick off of his own. Because if they get that charge onto the Ember and they somehow get him, you just IO, gyro, relocate on top of him and kill him.
That is true. But then you've also got this amount of heroes just pushing into the base. So if you do that reload, you're going to lose buildings.
Yeah. Nice calm game now. No team wants fights. An Arcane and Invisorin, so no double damage rune.
Not yet, anyways.
That's what we're waiting. That's what both teams are waiting for. You want to just control the runes and eventually get that double damage rune at like 60 minutes in that just completely changes the game. Victor will farm up bottom. He's already eating the Ags. He can get one more item for those phase boots. What does he want?
I don't know.
MKB might not be bad on him. He doesn't have one yet. There is still a butterfly on the gyro. He
What
could
are you
go
gonna,
Rapier as well.
What are you going to trade out for, though?
Phase boots.
The phase boots?
Yeah.
I thought you just said that you
Well,
don't.
it's good for, well, you're going to trade him out. He's going to keep him in the stat. They're only good for, like,
True.
moving around and
True.
farming.
Right.
You definitely don't want a plus 18 damage in the late game. And he'll probably sell those eventually for Boots of Travel, too. So he still has a few items. Boots of Travel 2 in your backpack, as well as whatever the hell other 6th item you want to go.
We do have a nice sentry ward over here, though. Gonna try to put some damage over here onto Zrax. He'll take one side. They're gonna go for the other. Hector, he's a big boy. Goes, pops that Lincoln's, no problem. Waiting for the rest of his team, and look at this positioning from Schofield. He really wants to get a good Echo Slam this time around. Pipe was just used.
It's tough to go on HFN now. He has continuous Lincolns coming out from the Darkseer, Lotus Orb from the IO, and he has his own Lincolns as well. They've got a lot of stuff to put on this gyro.
Indeed. Well, he is their win condition.
Yep. It's about
Call down.
ADR. Okay. ADR might need a. He's pretty much maxed out now. He might. If the game goes later and he gets a lot of gold, he might have to go like Daedalus MKB.
There's a nice picture. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be the big dunk that we're looking for? Ice Blast is going to get thrown out over on the side. The Whisper, he jumped in. They have the Ags, though. He's still alive. He's going to turn his attention over onto Theolacor, drag him out. And on the other side here, you still have this Wraith King. He's taking so much damage. They've got the BKB up and running, but can he get himself away fast enough in time? Theolacor will get taken down, and there's going to be a call down. Lella still chasing after him. They'll do another call down, and they're just going to try to hold him into place. Look at this damage coming out right now, but they'll lose that Wraith King for now. He will pop.
Dude, Schofield played that fight so well. He saved his Wraith King multiple times. The problem was your Wraith King was just like slowly trying to run away, but that's and he finds him. Nice catch, ADR.
Does have his own Yule Scepter, but doesn't matter. Adriano not going to be able to quite do enough damage, though. Doesn't have enough mana for that Laguna just yet. The drag back, in comes Lelis. He's going to be able to give a helping hand as they take down Schofield. Now, everybody has buyback right now who's been slain on Infamous. I think we're going to be seeing it very soon. In fact, yep, the A already buying back. Next comes up Hector.
Gotta go in there.
And they're going after him. They want, oh, look at this. They go and they use
Lotus is the Abyssal.
That Abyssal, he's got to get himself out, and he should be able to now. They don't have anything. They don't have that lasso up in time. They were going to try, and they pop the Lincolns over onto the IO, but they'll be able to go stun him up. There's not going to be an IO for this next fight unless he has buyback, and he does for the next time, but everyone else has already fled. And Infamous right now, they're down 11K, but they're still looking like they could take a good fight here.
Yeah, they could. The IO, and that's going to hurt because he was actually getting really close to his Deso. Fortunately, won't be able to get it, and now, if you're Radiant, you try to force something, Roche isn't up. It will be up in 20 seconds. They might just wait for it.
I think you wait.
Be big.
Oh, it's so stressful watching these guys.
Yeah, this game. 4 buybacks, though. That's right now there really isn't a gold lead. The fact they use buybacks, that's the only thing that matters. Stinger, Hector, Whisper, Schofield cannot die in this fight. Who else can't die? Who else doesn't have buyback? Just those 4.
Yeah.
If any of those 4 die, very well could be the game.
Here comes Roshan.
You global call down it. You should. If you're gyro. But he's already used it to push out the waves.
We'll start this Roche off. Try to get him warmed up here for Hector. Chris Luck just pushing out this bottom wave here. Ensure that they can't just zip on in.
I'm curious who they're going to give it to. I assume Earthshaker, but it could be the A. Once again, it's like, who wants this Aghanim's Blessing? Yeah. And there's an Arcane Rune outside too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No double damage again.
All right, this should be a fast Roche. And it has the Ag's Blessing on there too. Who doesn't have an Ag's yet? Mr. Ancient
Earthshaker. It's Earthshaker A. Yeah.
I think you give it to AA. What do you think?
I don't know. Getting Schofield, like being able to not lock him down is pretty insane. While AA, right, if you get picked off and don't get it off, then it's wasted. They do it to Schofield, yeah. Okay. I think it's just, you can't lock him down, which is really, really good. He's been saving the entire team multiple times. Might as well give him a better chance to do it.
I've got more buybacks that have come up, though, during this time. It's probably going to take, if it takes one big, really good fight, I think that'll be it. But
I do like they give the Bat Rider the refresher shard. We'll see if he gives it away, but honestly, two-man pulls, you pull him all the way outside the base. He's got to survive it, though.
He's got to survive it each time. That's the thing, though. And Whisper's having difficulty doing that because HFN just dishes out so much damage.
Maybe they just
look, he's a gerbil in a cage here. He's just constantly pew, pew.
I think once you get the A on disc on Bat Rider, maybe you want to farm it up, but that's the problem with Bat Rider. You don't really farm up that much, so they're just gonna go for a kill, smoke it up.
Keep HFN safe.
Go. Uh-oh. Middle lane. They're pinging out bottom too. At least Hector is.
around the hunt.
At this point, even Megas don't matter. You pretty much just have to win the game because you're versus a Gyro, right?
Oh, they find the IO here, and they'll go place down the Fissure. The BKB comes out from the Ember as they just obliterate that little ball of light, and they're still hunting. Can they find Theolok, or they'll be able to go root him into place? They'll try to knock him back again, and he's just going to go pop the Lincolns. The rest of the side of the Dire has retreated back into the base, but Hector, he's not done yet. He's got the Abyssal Blade. There's the jump forward coming out here from Schofield as they're going to drag back Hector again. There's going to be the Wraithfire Blast, AoE coming out as they have to back him up, protect him over here. Again, another Lincolns gets placed over onto HFN.
This is fine. Just back up 30 seconds. You still have Aegis on Wraith King, and your ulti's a 40-second cooldown. You can just push again in 20 seconds.
You still have Echo Slam. You've got a Refresher Shard still on that ride. You haven't even used your ulti the first time. Ooh.
BKB.
Oh, look what we have down here, Grant.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh.
Finally, Ice Frog has blessed one team. This might be a bathroom break one. We'll see. Don't blame them. We're, what, 63 minutes in?
Look at the gold on Gyrocopter.
Decent amount. What are you going? What are you going? I'm trying to think. I mean, Rapier, the obvious choice. What do you even drop, though? That's the problem.
Here we go. So what's the plan here, paiN? How are you gonna take this next fight?
I think if Hector shows himself, they're just not going to. Yeah, he does. Middle lane, they're like, okay, this guy is a double damage. Let's definitely avoid him.
They've got buyback now over on HFN too. That's really, really important.
That's the thing. They don't want to take a fight because they know it's only, look at the buybacks. Only IO doesn't have it on paiN. There's 4 heroes on Radiant who don't have it. So you honestly just die once or twice on either of these supports. And like if your AA dies with no buyback and the Gyro doesn't, it might be game over losing your position 5 there. So you have to be very careful.
They're baiting.
And this is going to be nice and I think Radiant should win.
Hector gets spotted out immediately. They're going to go and try to just dish out everything that they can. They will be able to take him down. They'll follow up. Those Lincolns get popped, though, immediately. Can they follow up? Do they have a nice Ice Blast? It's going to come in and we'll be able to go land on Lowe's over on the backside, though. Looks like Hector. That's going to be the Aegis going down now. Chris Luck still looking, but they get a nice Ice Trigger. They go and they get the Laguna off as well. Looks like paiN is managing to stay alive a little bit longer. Aeon Disc will get popped off of Schofield as Adriano finds a kill onto Chris Luck. And he does have buyback. He can be back in a flash if he needs it.
Well, I just said if the 5 died, then it could be game. Oh, look at this, Hector.
BKB, yeah, he's out. They already used that dash there.
This is rough. I think you push your lanes out and you just charge down middle. There's nothing to cancel your Satanic on Gyro anymore since the AA blast isn't there. You're feeling good. You're pretty much unkillable now with Gyro with just the 5 position dying. Because you have 2 Lincolns, you've got the Lotus behind you. We've seen great Lotuses. It's blocked, or it's reflected 3 Abyssals now.
It's all about protecting. We have a Refresher Orb now on the Wraith King.
Yep, that's a good 6 item. I guess we could have thought of that one. Let's see. Here we go. Can't believe there's no AA, man. This is going to be so hard.
Yeah.
They just TP bottom, though. All right. Oh, that's Chris Luck. Trying to split push it out. They are still nervous, though. There's the moon. He finally had a moon chart.
Hector. Look at them. Look at paiN. They want it. They're thinking about it. It's a nice fissure gets used.
Gem on Earthshaker Salt.
Try to speed him up, knock him back again. There's going to be a call down over near the racks. HFN still has that Lotus Orb online. He's got the Lincolns too. And oh, this is not looking good right now. Hector will get taken down. And they're just shredding left and right. Hector, he's back up and running, though. Does have that BKB. He's got the Abyssal. He's going to try to keep going after him, but not going to be able to. This is not looking good as Chris Luck. He's trying to find an opening. He doesn't know what to do on the other side. Schofield, he hasn't been able to get an Echo Slam off at all yet. Just go jump into the middle. We'll get Yules up, and the rest of the team, they're not there. There's going to be the BKB coming out. And again, can they keep this Wraith King alive? It's not looking good, but beautiful Echo Slam on the back. It lands on 4 of these heroes. Do they have enough to finish it off is the question. Can they take down this IO? This IO needs maybe 1 more hit, and they will be able to take him down. They buy back, though, over on that Lina as they make their way down to the bottom here. There is no Hector. There is no Chris Luck. This may be game.
Yeah, at the back of that fight the whole time, Whisper was trying to just grab the Flaming Lasso while ADR ran away, and he wasted the Refresher Shard. He just never grabbed ADR. The Batrider actually did 0 things in that game, or in that fight. Sorry, not the game.
Wow, that's some harsh critique there, Greg.
Yeah, now that was a really bad fight from Schofield as well as the Batrider. But the problem is, you don't have any buybacks, so it's just a tough fight to
They're going right for the end if they can.
Yep.
Got the A on this. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just over.
Yeah, I don't think they...
We'll see. Schofield, he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have his ulti, unfortunately, and he's just going to die anyways.
He's got the Ion Disc, and he's also got the Blade Mail. He's hoping he can put out some of that damage. That's going to be the Laguna Blade. Whisper is going to get slowed down here as he tries to get himself back into the base. I think that is going to be game.
Wow, and a very damn good one at that. I think paiN, Infamous played this game insanely well. They came back in a game they probably shouldn't have. I think they have worse late game than paiN, but they managed to take multiple team fights late game. That was a pretty fun game to watch. Even with being 70 minutes, we only had like, what, five minutes of downtime, not too much.
I think this might end up being two of the teams that we'll see possibly in the grand finals. But at this point in time, paiN Gaming has secured themselves a spot in the grand finals for the SA region. And Infamous is going to have to play another game here.
Yep, they got to play
a couple more.
A series tomorrow. 2 series possibly tomorrow if they win, obviously. And yeah, that was a nice long game. I've always said I do like patches where you have multiple types of games, right? We had 20-minute games today and we had 60 minutes. That's the sign of a good patch where it's not just a death ball dominating or a Terrorblade dominating, which is nice. And shout out to paiN. They struggled a little bit. They definitely struggled a bit during the mid-game, getting picked off a lot, but you get the win, and that's all that matters, honestly, in the long run, because you can look back at the mistakes you made and correct them. You can't correct a win, or a loss, pardon me.
Sure.
You can't.
Yeah,
you
that was very
lose.
eloquent.
Thank you. Until I messed up, yeah. And guess what? We got 2 more people back on the couch. Yo, what up,
Hello.
dog?
Hey, guys.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's time to bring up my old hat from paiN Gaming that Tavo gave me.
Yep.
I have one of those too.
No.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think of it in general?
For me, at least, it felt like that was still always paiN Gaming's game to win. But during that mid-game, it just felt like Infamous had gotten... They'd scrapped together opportunities for themselves. But then when it got to the late game, it was like, sure, they could win if this one little thing happens to happen and it all works out. But it just was so hard to get it, whether it's the lasso setup, whether it's just some sort of initial catch.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was too hard to obtain. So paiN just had to kind of wait it out a bit. And once that opportunity was gone, they'll just roll over them.
I feel like paiN Gaming gave them opportunity to come back into this game. With Gyro will fall off as a late game hero, as we can see. I mean, you can get a Moonshard. It's not that maybe effective on him. Aghanim Scepter Synth. Yeah, but I'm surprised that he still didn't go for Divine Rapier. All-in plays. And the late game Dota is just beautiful to watch right now, especially when you kill the 4th Roche, dropping those Ag upgrades.
The extras,
the refreshers. The key was that Ancient Apparition and Earthshaker did not have a good early game. All AA blasts were not on point. They were always playing from behind. AA got caught multiple times in the jungle. They didn't really have a game. Earthshaker, I think he used first Echo Slam at, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was late. Yeah, I'd pretty much agree with that. I thought paiN should have probably taken that around 30 minutes, so it is a shout-out to Infamous that they could just battle back and forth on that. Whisper had some really good ultimates, but then, like I said, that last team fight, he crumbled. That very last team fight, just an outright crumble. And sometimes all it takes is one mistake, and a 70-minute game's over.
But, you know, like we said earlier, he did have a pretty good game earlier on. He had some really nice ultimates. But when you're chasing down, and he had the refresher shard, like, that's the part that, like, really hurts, like if I'm that player, like, okay, I got trusted to have 2 ultimates, and then you bomb both of them, especially that late when it really counts.
Chris Luck, like, honestly, did it? I don't, and this isn't Flame, but we just didn't really talk much about, like, it didn't feel like the Ember as a hero did much this game, right? Like, we almost never even said his name.
In comparison to the Lina, like, Lina was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and again, this is another one of those things where, you know, 4DR is a very seasoned veteran of the Dota 2 scene. And he's played at the international level. He's very active. It's a good hero for him.
I also think it's the magic build on Ember Spirit. It doesn't scale well into the late game at all. Like, what's he doing versus the only person you want to kill is that Gyro. And when he BKBs, do you have any items to do anything to him?
No.
The answer is no.
Well, maybe if it was the physical damage Ember, as you're saying. I mean, you can still easily switch even if you get that Lincoln Sphere for defensive purposes, a BKB, Mjolnir still deal damage. And Aghanim Scepter as well, you can just buy an upgrade so you have an extra slot for a Daedalus if needed.
Yeah, and just paiN Gaming played well as a team. You look down their item list, they have 3 Lincolns and a Lotus Orb. Like I said, there was 3 Abyssals, not blocked, returned to the Wraith King, which got him killed multiple times, and they could just never siege him down because you have 4 blocks of spells, which
There's
is
so many
insane.
bubbles constantly. In fact, it might have been to the point where they're like, okay, well, it's only a Lincoln's, but at the same time, they place down the Lotus at the same. It's just there's so much going on in those fights that you have to pay attention
Why does
to.
Hector have fetish on buying a Shadow Blade on like 5th, 6th item every single time?
Yeah, I
It's
like
not that
I
effective. I
don't
mean,
know.
you're just countering it with 1 sentry.
I like it like at the 30-minute mark, right? Because you're getting these pickoffs, but eventually he should have just probably sold this, right? And then you get another item. It is a little bit wasted, but hey, just those little things like you say, Lacoste, they add up. 1 missed ulti, 1 reflected spell, game's over.
And now paiN are just one more series away from that TI9 spot.
3
I feel
games?
like I've said that too many times today, but for real, one more series away
Yeah.
from being at TI9. That, of course, is going to be happening tomorrow. We do have one more series happening today. It's
What
a
is
battle of the lower bracket
Oh.
or losers bracket. I don't know how you're feeling about those words, but
Not
it's
winner's bracket.
not
Yeah.
winners
Not
bracket.
winners.
Ego
Nice.
Boys versus Thunder Predator, our next upcoming series. And then tomorrow, when we come back for more South American qualifier action, it's to close things out. The losers final, and then, of course, the grand final for the big spot, the TI9 SA representation.
And this is big because not only if you just like not qualifying feels so bad because you still have like 2 full more months till TI. You can't even like really look for a team yet because all the players that are like winning are at TI. And so you're just sitting around. You're like, this sucks, man.
And you're not
just
going
playing
to,
pubs.
you're
Yeah.
probably not going to TI either.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It just feels. It
it's
really
not
does
just in
feel
Seattle.
shitty,
You're going to have
so.
to go on quite the adventure if you want to see and be there with where the real after-party team shuffling happens.
Yep.
You'll have to wait
Oh,
for
yeah.
even second helping of shuffling.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But I guess after that long game, I think even the viewers probably want to break. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
I need to use the restroom, drink a monster, drink a water, you know. I got to get everything down. So we will return in, 5-10 minutes? Who knows? We know we're going to make it a mystery. Woo. But when we get back, Ego Boys going up against Thunder Predator. Loser goes home. Winner goes to finals day. Stick around.